Oh, I'm sorry. I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing. A lot of us tend to text, right? Email and direct message. Is that you? Because it's me all the time. More than we hold conversations, of course, these days. With that being said, the art of conversation sometimes gets lost.
Margaret Chadwick is working to get people talking with her book, Tell Me Everything. 100 questions to spark amazing conversations. Margaret joins us now. So nice to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's a thrill.
Yeah. So what led you to write this book?
Really just thinking about exactly what you just demonstrated for us, and thinking about we're all so busy, we all have so many demands for our time and attention, and it's so rare that we have a moment to just sit and say, tell me something real about yourself, and tell me what you're the most proud of, tell me what's the most amazing thing you've ever seen, and then sit still for a minute or two and listen to the answer to that.
Right.
So in an attempt to try and help people do that, that was kind of the thinking behind the book.
So how are readers using it, like putting it into practice?
So while the original idea was that I would have the book and I would ask you some questions and I might write some notes in the book about what you said and again really listen to you. The ideas have been really inspiring to me. My dad, for example, said, I went to take the book back from him after I gave it so I could ask him some questions, and he said, no. This is my personal journal now, and this is something I will spend time with, and I will get answers that I'm very happy with, and then one day I'll give it back to you, and I will have it not only forever, but I can pass it down in our family as well. So I have a friend who has 4 children, and she's filling out one for each of her children, which I think is just an amazing gift for them.
That is incredible. What's your favorite story of how someone has used the book?
My favorite story is a very simple one, actually, but I have a 13-year-old stepdaughter, and we were talking, and I was telling her about the book, and the question I asked her was, well, what's something you're the most proud of? And she told me, she shared with me that she was the most proud of the fact that she'd been inducted in her honor society in her school. And that was a very simple moment, a very brief moment, but that was something worth knowing for me and a moment worth having, so it was very exciting.
What are some of the questions in the book?
So I'll ask you guys my current favorite. My favorites change, honestly, over time in the stories that I hear.
Right.
My current favorite is, what is the thing that has most surprised you about life so far?
Ooh, deep.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know the answer.
Most surprised me.
Oh, that's
Gosh,
deep.
I don't know if I can come up with what most surprised me.
Maybe
Just pick
what's
the
one
first thing
thing that
that came to
has
mind.
surprised you?
Okay. How would you answer it? Put the pressure on me.
She's been around longer than me. Wiser.
Okay, something I'm surprised about. I guess how resilient we can be. 'Cause a lot has happened just in my life personally over the past 8 years. Things that when I was younger I thought would have crushed me, but how I've bounced back, and my husband, my daughter, how as a family we bounce back from things.
Wow.
So I guess resilient.
That's fantastic.
Oh my gosh, good answer, Valanda.
No pressure.
I know. I'm like, why do I
And you had time to think.
I know. I think maybe for me what surprised me the most is just how much you realize that the older you get, the smaller your circles get. You know? And I think that would probably be my biggest one, is that, you think when you're young that everybody's going to be your best friend forever. And I don't mean this because I have some terrible story to tell, but just that, you do when you're younger, you're like convinced that like your lifelong friendships, and because of Facebook and all those things.
Yeah.
And in actuality, even though you have like 5,000 friends on Facebook, I think your circle still, your real circle, gets smaller the older you get.
Yeah,
so.
and the people you trust, the people you confide in, and would even want to answer questions like
Changes.
that.
Yeah.
Right?
So what do you hope we as a society get out of asking these deep questions?
I really hope that we just feel a little more connected to each other. I feel like we give each other the gift of full attention, which is a rare thing.
It sure is.
And so I hope that people have that experience more frequently, and use the book any way that works for them to accomplish that goal would be fantastic.
Such good stuff, I have to tell you. I know, the other day I was at a restaurant and I saw literally a couple sitting in front of me. They didn't say a word to each other, just sitting there like this. Producer Drew the other day stopped and he was like, well, is this what these teenagers do today? They don't even talk to each other. And I was like, Drew, just keep walking. So, I definitely think it's definitely the right time for something like that.
Yeah, those couples can now take the book and ask each other questions.
We'll just drop it on their
learn a
table.
little bit
I know y'all
about
aren't
each other.
talking, but
That's exactly
here's a book
you
for
need
you.
There you go. This is awesome. Is it in bookstores, online?
It is in 2 really cute shops in Cary, Laura Lee Gifts and Violet's, and then online. I think the website is listed there, and we're on Amazon now as well.
Very cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.